I've gotten a lot of harsh criticism and scrutiny from people on my YouTube commenting, saying that they believe I'm a Down syndrome patient and stuff like that. I actually had a head injury at 4 years old, and I obviously suffered from brain damage. And people in my life have taken advantage of the fact that I don't operate at the same capacity that a normal human would if they didn't have a brain injury. So all of these guys pretty much used me, and then they wanted to scare me out of Ohio because they didn't want to get caught for the dastardly bastard things that they did to me. It's a huge shit-talking community who don't even know how hard life has been on me, that choose to judge me and make it seem like I'm a loner with no friends, no aspirations, no destiny. And before I started making music, that's exactly what I was. I had no destiny. I had no one to turn to. And it really hurts my feelings that a group of guys could totally rape you and use you and then just get rid of you from the entire state just so they don't get caught for the ratchet shit that they put you through. The people that are making up these horrible ideas of me are obviously not good people, because they shouldn't lower their standards to have to meander with me just because they heard that I had a bad reputation or something. I don't have a bad reputation. All those guys that raped me in Ohio thought I was an easy fuck and that they would get rid of me before any facts surfaced. I never wanted to fuck a lot of the guys that I ended up being with. Like, I generally think they're too ugly for me. Like, I've always been a cute girl, and growing up, I always wanted a cute guy. I wouldn't settle for an ugly boyfriend, and all these guys had me in their clutches just because I respond not as cooperative with my outside surroundings, just because I'm always lost in thought, because my brain is pretty much hanging on by a string. And people that take advantage of people who have it hard already are really evil. You may have heard that I've slept with like a lot of guys, but I only had like less than 10 boyfriends in my life, and half of them I didn't have sex with, and the other half I don't know how I even ended up with them. I've had good boyfriends too, I'm not gonna lie, but it really mystifies me and is a big mystery to me how I wasted so much time with these ugly dudes when I don't even need a man to provide for me. I've been working since I was 15 and a half, and I always had my own life, and I always had confidence, and I've always had it together. I wish that some things were different in my life, but I'm still generating happiness because of my accomplishments and what I've done to get ahead in life. And all those people that wanted to say I had such a bad reputation don't even know the joy I feel having come up from all those ratchet situations. I'd say the entire state of Ohio bet I would lose. But I'm more popular than Little S Ohio. I got people in other countries that appreciate me. I still have my family. I didn't go off the deep end being a cunt or a bitch. And I sure as hell do my thing to impress myself and others. It takes a lot of dedication and respect for me to get my ball rolling again ever since all these lyricists stole my lyrics for their songs. Yep, a lot of the famous people that you know are really just idiots that can't get a career in music on their own and choose to manifest off my ideas. And I was always not that popular in school, but I always was focused on my schoolwork. And I popped out of school getting mostly A's. And that's excellence if you ask me. So I don't know if like the people in Parma were the people with a problem with me because I showed up to their school in 5th grade and I used to go to Cleveland public schools from kindergarten to 4th grade. Maybe they didn't see how I could become so popular across the world and have any defense or anyone on my side, so they considered me a reject or a nerd or something. But it doesn't make me feel bad that you call me out of my name just because I did well in school and got raped. So no, I'm not a nerd, and no, I'm not a slut. I just like to perform at 100% every day. And some people can't keep up with me. But if Parma has as much tradition and friendship as we think it does, I'm sure they're getting along just fine without me. They think I'm like at the bottom, but truly nobody even knows who the fuck you are outside your city. I'm not lonely and I'm not on drugs. A lot of people in the comments on my YouTube used to call me Methany and say that I was on meth. But I never did meth in my whole life. I've already seen what it can do to people and I'm not interested. But I've tried hallucinogens and I'm on medication now to smooth on to reality at a pace that I can actually handle. My mind was spiraling for a while there, but I got it under control. I can't say that I didn't do anything but just win this entire life that I've had. So wherever these negative people that judge me are coming from, I have no idea. They just love to hate, I guess. There's enough at stake. The rest is a blunt and a snake on my chest. Then I'll be impressed. I'm just saying the people that judge me don't really know me, and you should disregard anything that they have to say about me because they're talking out their ass. They don't really know anything about me. And they probably just couldn't handle that I was a pretty girl showing up to a new school, gaining guys' attention that other girls thought that they were already gaining that guy's attention, and it really could have blown up at any point. Ever since I got my contacts, I've been particular about my looks. I like to look good. And that all happened in middle school. I got my first contacts in middle school. And then when I went on to high school, I did my makeup every day before school started and woke up really early just to get ready. And maybe some awkward bitch's crush had a crush on me instead of her. And that could have pissed off a lot of people because mainly those schools are really invested in keeping it classy, even in cliques. And that's not the best thing that we could see for Parma people, is a girl coming out of Cleveland and winning over all the Parma guys. I'm not saying I won over all the power. I'm not saying I won over everyone's hearts. But I sure as hell wasn't ugly. I was my hygiene standards were high. I brushed my teeth and shower every day. I wore makeup. I got my hair done. But I can't help but think that the real reason I had such a bad reputation was because I always ended up with these ugly ass guys that when I could have got cuter guys. But I wasn't necessarily looking for a boyfriend when they appeared anyway. I wanted to be single because I appreciate my alone time and I like being with myself more than anyone else. Doesn't mean I'm not included into the groups of random people that act like they're fun in Ohio. I have much higher standards than your average person, so I think I can conquer everything, and I'm not gonna let this hate speech defeat me. And I hope that none of you judge me just because of the circumstances that I am unaware of that brought me to have a bad reputation. It could have been many things, but almost all of those trails I was being taken advantage of. I wasn't being precious to their minds. I was thrown out as soon as those guys cheated on me and found other girls. And it's not even worth my damn time at this young of an age to dump my heart out on the table and say, oh yes, I love you, I'll date you, let's have sex, blah, blah, blah. Never my interest. And I think it's really animalistic for people to fuck anyway. Like, that shit looks awkward as hell. And I don't see how true love even exists when guys crave new pussy right as their other girlfriend is like warming up to them. They don't know what they got till it's gone, and they don't appreciate shit till it's gone. And I don't want that to happen to my YouTube viewers. You gotta learn to appreciate me because I don't get paid half as much, not even a quarter as much or a tenth as much as these high-end celebrities do, when all they do is copy off me. See where it's unfair to me? I do all the work and I get no pay. Does that mean I'm gonna stop doing what I do because I know it makes people happy? No. I'll keep going. I'll keep flowing. I'll keep dosing. I'll keep open. But as long as the abuse continues in my life, I can't say that I'll be happy enough to bring you guys along for the ride like I normally have. so many dents and bruises on my life, so many horrendous times. And it's been a constant uphill battle, a struggle for me to remain sane when I have all the skills necessary to make a happy life, but no one wants to believe in me. I don't believe that we're in heaven like DJ Sammy says, because I know what true pain is. I've gotten stitches on my forehead. I've cut myself on knives on accident at work. Blood is like the life source, and I lost almost all my blood when I was 4 because I was so small and I got smashed so hard. So I had to pick up my broken pieces and mend myself and cleanse everything around me, just so I don't get caught up in negative karma. I've been anticipating the release of myself away from grief and into salvation, because I always feel that I deserve a little bit more than these average simpletons. All I do is sleep all day, and that's because everyone already manifests off all my ideas. And they all think they're God, and they all think they're me, and they all think that they're in charge, and they all think that my eyes and ears magically appeared in their life because they're God. They feel so damn special using my ideas. They have so much fun, and I'm never invited to a damn thing. It's like so stupid, because they'd be nobody without my mind. And my mind only got cracks right down the center and had to be sewn back up. Goes to show that there's a bunch of hillbillies on the loose. A lot of contempt toward God. And if you consider the person that you got your eyes and ears from God, then I'm your God, because that's where you got your eyes and ears, is me. And there's no way that I can stop it. Isn't that so dirty? Like, they'll act so fucking cool with you just to get what they want. Anyone. Most people are so damn selfish. So I just wanted to clear a few things up. Negative people will be negative no matter how much work you put into making people happy. It doesn't automatically mean you amount to anything. I had a fan that stopped talking to me because of reasons I won't discuss, but he used to give me money a lot, and obviously I didn't appreciate him enough, because now he doesn't even want to talk to me. And that was the most dedicated fan I had. And I refuse to be used by a bunch of selfish, conceited, helpless individuals with no smarts. I'd like to move on up in the world. It's a close call to say that Jesus suffered worse than me. I definitely never had hands nailed to a cross, but I got a big dent in my forehead from demonic forces. Because Kayla, my 5-year-old friend, actually kicked me into the wall. And I know she doesn't have enough strength to catapult me into the wall like I was that day. And that's how I know that demonic forces are real. Because they've also hit my boyfriend, they've hit roommates, they've hit my dog, they hit my mom. And luckily, they all forgave me. Or I'd be really sad and in an endless abyss of wondering how the fuck that shit happened. I try to see the good in people, and it definitely makes it a more peaceful world. Even though I'm targeted by evil and people that want to hurt me. But it's not going to stop me because my life isn't done yet. The main reason I made this video is because I was unsure if I was appreciated by enough people to stand up for me against these demons and lyric stealing bitches. I have skills that are real, and I don't want to be played the whole time by not getting paid. Because I definitely struck gold with a lot of people. Then some random ass motherfucker want to come around and steal it. I'd be rolling in dough if your fucking douchebag celebrities would stop stealing my songs. Tell them to keep the party going. This shit's stupid. You got nothing but free music for months because I was working so hard to compete and prove that I was rapping good and that I was rapping the most and that I'm the best rapper and I'm the most frequent rapper. Then no one wants to give me credit and you don't get anything at all. Does it look like you've gotten any new songs lately? I warned you of this. They don't make music. Your little rap stars and singers don't make music. They don't write their own lyrics. They use their voice, and for some reason everyone thinks it's better than mine. But I have a singing voice too, and a rapping voice. And a lot of people say that they don't like my voice, that I'm a good lyricist, but I'm a bad rapper. Well, you obviously want to hear them fake ass rappers steal my shit away from the original artist and make hella dough off it just because they sound ghetto or they sound like a gangster or they sound like a freaking perfect angel. I don't really get it because they're stupid asses that never worked with creativity. They're not creators, they're thieves. And if y'all heard me freestyle my own raps, I'm sure it would have ended up just as good as someone else stealing my raps using their voice or whatever. because my freestyles are crispy as hell. Like, every bite is indulging on a huge matter. And I normally keep it going until it's a complete success, which is something that your fucking faggot ass rappers can't do. They can't freestyle, and all you pay them for is their voice, copying my lyrics. So if you don't want the original artist to sing you your songs, I don't know where you bumped your head, but I'm not gonna go and be on the same page as them and let someone lame that just thinks highly of themselves and never had to deal with pain or drama that ended your life. You never had to separate from your parents. You lived a happy life. Of course you're going to sound more feminine than me. Of course you're going to sound more stylish than me. Of course you're going to sound like you got it together compared to me. But they're not as hard as me. I'll still kick their ass. I don't care how tall they are. I don't care that I'm still 10 years old. I'll still kick their ass. And if I don't get my money, I'm going to start creating more disses about people because it angers me so much that these ratchet ass, bougie, random people get a whole deal of money by copying, pasting my art into their stupid ass song. Why don't you go get one of those genuine rappers that you're talking about all the time, that you believe they create their own lyrics and nothing could tear you down from that thought? Why don't you get them to create their own lyrics and we'll see how fucking stupid it sounds? Because if they had the smarts to create their own lyrics, they would. But they don't. They steal my songs, so that just goes to show how stupid they are. They can't make their own music, so they steal mine. They have no skill. Their voice isn't an angelic voice. What's so much greater about it than my voice? I, for one, would never steal someone's song and claim it as my own just to make money. That shit is under my morale. I have morals. They have whore holes. I don't get greedy. They get needy. If I don't receive the tender love and care that I deserve more often from my fans, I'm gonna call my whole rap session on hold until someone can pay me or someone can love me. I'm not gonna sit around and let Ohio think that I'm a piece of shit just because it's a small town and people have kicked my ass and didn't want to be my friend because I was the new girl at school and I wasn't as pretty as the other girls while I was wearing my glasses in elementary school. But when I reached high school and I didn't have glasses anymore and I got contacts, I actually got a few boyfriends. So my reputation did go up in high school. Sorry I was so ugly in elementary school that some guy in our class had to beat my ass and I got a pussy ass fucking reputation ever since because I didn't turn around and try killing him. I ran my ass home. But all it takes is one hillbilly around here to fucking turn the whole world against me. So I'm glad that I was able to say what I had to say. Don't let my childhood, my innocence, reflect from Ohio's determination of me. Because they think that they form this clique and they're all friends and it's all happiness, but the only one that actually produces anything worth money is me and this bitch. And they all are pretending to be God because it gives them a power surge when they use me. God probably wandered down here and said, why do all these people think they're God? And then sees them all manifesting off my powers. Oh, that's why they think they're God. They're taking a little God's powers. Like, that ain't the fucking truth. Yeah, it is. These people are too fucking stupid to amount to me and my greatness. And I don't know if anyone in the world will ever give me the credit that I deserve as an upstanding citizen that has made miles of smiles and was the only reason that people have relationships. The only people making sure your friends don't die is me. You're only friends because you use my powers, and that is stealing and abuse. Get your own fucking powers. Articulate your own life. You want to be known as a nobody below a fucking pussy ass God? How about you get up off your ass, and go show that person that kicked my ass and those guys that raped me just how important I am to your life. No one is gonna claim that I'm important to them in their life enough to kick the asses that I need kicked. So, why the fuck are you wasting my time? Go develop skills that you didn't ratchet off me, that you didn't wrench off me. And I bet it'll still be a load of garbage and bullshit. Quit manifesting off my power. No, you're not God. And I don't say I'm God either, but y'all all want to say that the person that gave you eyes and ears is God, and that's me. And where does that leave other powerful people that actually get ahead in life working hard? They don't even get the ignition of being a God. I never got the ignition of being a God. I've only gotten beat up and raped my whole life. But you think that someone that held this whole shit together would have better treatment towards her. The shittiest part is People often pretend that they're happy, but they're not gonna get everything out of me my whole life to be the only donation of happiness to them all. Because they all want to steal my money, and I don't know where the fuck they came from or who the fuck they think they are. Money was sent to me, and everyone else thinks they can use it. They made sure I wasn't at the bottom. Whoever knew that I was creating raps sends me a check, and now they're just divvying it out to everyone in Ohio. So whoever, that person that gave my money to somebody in Ohio, they thought they'd help the whole state instead of just giving me my money and helping me. And people want to wonder why I'm still so average. I should have my own house by now. I work hard as a motherfucker, and I got great ideas that just get stolen. And I'm fucking sick of being the mouse cursor on my life to serve you. I'm not a fucking computer. All my greatness started in my life on Earth. And I don't know where all these other people came from. When I first got to Earth, wasn't nobody around. There weren't cars driving through the streets. It seemed like all the houses were empty. Then all these lamos want to show up and show me up. Throw me away. Until they realize that they're not getting far without me. And they're just pissed that they can't kill me or get rid of me without losing their eyes and ears. But they're a bunch of fucking losers and lamos that contribute nothing to society. And they're dim-witted. They don't come out with great ideas. And I want to make money with my great ideas, so stop fucking sapping and leeching off me.